Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thomas Ruse Bazar with the Poet Warriors. Back at you, the Bays here with a film capsule review. Today we will be discussing There Will Be Blood. Paul Thomas Anderson of Boogie Nights fame, of what else is it? Magnolia. And then this one. And I think he did others. Punch Drunk Love, which I have not seen. He did another one recently. I forget the name of it. He did one, his Daniel Day-Lewis's last film, Phantom Thread, I think it's called. I saw that one. Thought that was interesting. Okay, let's talk about There Will Be Blood. I consider this one of the top films I've ever seen, especially in the 21st century. It is a masterwork of cinema, based on Upton Sinclair's novel called Oil. And Paul Thomas Anderson wrote the screenplay, I believe, and adapted it to film as There Will Be Blood. It was a towering performance by Daniel Day-Lewis. Really one of the finest actors of the last 25 years. His work, I think, next to Bill the Butcher in Gangs of New York, Daniel Plainview is really one of the just astounding film performances of any time, of all time. Just terrific work. What a bastard of a character, but there was, in very subtle ways, it was a subtlety that I think was key. The not saying much. Daniel Plainview was not a talker. He was a man of action. And then his bastard child that he raised, and how that turned out, and the nemesis in Paul Dano's Eli, which was so important to that film. It was so crucial, and what a terrific performance by Mr. Dano, as well as this young pastor, minister, and the conflict between these two. Conflict of, I don't know, it was strange. Paul Dano's character of faith, and Daniel Plainview's faith in oil and money and tycoon and robber baron, and I think there was a sense of like maybe envy in Eli's character, that, man, this guy is making some money and here I am, but there was all this kind of underlying thing, as you hear the motorcycles revving off. Beautifully shot. The location was very such an integral part of this film. The first 15-20 minutes of the film were my favorite, where you see Daniel Plainview mining, for gold or this or, whatever he was mining for. And he didn't say a word. There's no word spoken, just behavior with, the hammer and the chisel and falling and breaking the leg and dragging on. Amazing, just amazing. The setting of the desert, the highlands, the plateaus, the quail hunting. Oh my goodness, it was just so spot on, so sparse. Great character work, great story. It was just a beautiful, magnificent, simple. The character of the guy who tried to swindle him, who said he was his brother, who came back and found Daniel Plainview. Very disturbing, very sad. You don't even know what to make of it. It's just like life, right? Life. This is a film that really affected me. Day-Lewis's performance, the young man who played his son, the Dano, the characters, the supporting characters were just as wonderful. Just the consistency of story, of theme, the conflict between characters, the conflict Plainview had with himself, and how he hated humanity and how he had to deal with humanity was evident from, opening frame to the end. And so, yes, please, if you haven't watched There Will Be Blood, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, do yourself a favor and get on that, like ASAP. Peace.
Mmm.
Tasty.